Welcome back to some more interesting questions. We have a very interesting question today. And this question is how do men get women to become attracted to them? That's kind of like the I don't want to say the primary subject, but it's like how do you get women to find you attractive? Is it your looks? Is it just so much your physical appearance, um, or is it your demeanor? Is it what is it about you that women are going to find attractive? Um, in my personal experiences, I have known guys. They're not very good looking dudes. Straight up, I'm just gonna be totally completely honest with you. They're really not good looking guys. Um, but I have seen them hook up with really good looking girls. I have witnessed this, and I know that this is a shout out. Sorry, ladies. This video's just really, it's not meant for you. You're more than willing to, if you're more than willing to watch it, you're more than welcome to watch it. I want you to watch it too. I want you to create that observation. I want you to kind of look at this um, and how guys can attract women, because women, you know this too. You obviously know these aspects. Um, it's not so much, obviously the guy's 300 pounds and he's a fat slob or something. You're gonna be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm good, right? And you're just like, oh, I'm not interested. But women also find demeanor. They look at demeanor. They look at a lot of different aspects in men, which is understandable because women, um, it, I think for them, their perception of men is more instinctual. Um, there's an instinct behind also how women kind of look at men, and almost like very primitively how they kind of choose a mate and who they want to reprocreate with. Um, and a lot of women may not understand that, perceptionally, they may not understand it, but it's probably there. Women are geared very differently in the aspects. It's sort of like why do men cheat? One, immaturity. That's the primary cause of why men cheat, because they're immature. Um, but two, is this whole male dominance, like the psychological aspect of dominance thing is well, I gotta try to reprocreate with as many women as I possibly can. I gotta dominate this. And that's a very primitive part of your brain. That's not the evolved part of your brain. That's telling you to act out and do the things that you're doing. So therefore, you revert to immaturity. That's why you're doing the things you're doing as a man. Um, I believe in certain studies, women cheat more or less because they feel kind of abandoned by their mate, and there's another guy who is giving them, you know, they're giving them the emotional attention. They're providing, nurturing, in the sense is that they are conversating with them and they're interacting with them, and that's kind of like why women cheat, because they're just like, I'm not getting this at home, but this guy's actually providing this to me, you know. So, you know, it's you take things in certain, you look at things in certain aspects and you perceive them, and you can kind of like understand human behavior, like, and that's a very important subject to me. Human behavior, psychology, and stuff like that, I find very intriguing. And it's also a very interesting question on why people do the things they do, or why they act the way they act. Why do we behave the way we do? Why do we do the things we do? That is an extremely interesting question. And this is why I picked this video. I'm going to get to the video right here. It's so it's how to attract women without saying a word. This is her perception of this. This is why I want to give a commentary on it. But I also I want to give a shout out to her. This is Marnie, your personal wing girl. This is her original video, but I want to give a commentary on it. So hopefully she's going to provide very intriguing information on why this is important, or how you attract women in certain aspects. And she's saying like how to attract women without saying a word. So, guys out there, pay close attention, and girls out there, watch the video too. Be intrigued by it. Look at the analytics. Listen to what she's saying, because maybe you could find that in yourselves. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get
Hey you, my name is Marnie, and from here on out, I am going to be your very own personal wing girl. It's my job to give you the no BS, honest truth about what women want versus what they say they want. And I put up new videos every Monday, so please keep an eye out for my videos. In this video, I'm going to share how to talk to women when you approach them so that your conversation sparks attraction versus coming off as super creepy. I'm also going to give you one solid example of how a guy talked to me that instantly had me feeling butterflies. So keep watching. How much importance do you place on the specific words you use when talking to women? If you're anything like most guys, or the guys that I work with, my guess would be a lot. That's because men tend to be more logical and pay attention to the content of what's said, whereas women are more intuitive and focused on the context of what's being said. In other words, how you say something is way more important than what you say. Us women are paying attention to things like your tonality, your body language.
I agree with that 100%, because I've literally had female friends kind of tell me that. Like, they've said that, like, well, he was like talking to me, but like, like, I don't, I just kind of wasn't interested in what he was talking about, but it was cool that he was talking to me. And that's what she's saying, is it's the context of what you are talking, like the subject almost of what you are talking about. And I've literally heard this from female friends, like at my job, like where they like, oh, I like this guy, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I'm kind of trying to like give them pointers. I'm trying to tell them, like, oh, okay, hey. But I mean, let's face facts, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, or whatever you identify with. Let's face facts, it is much easier in society to just be a woman. That's a fact. And I'm not ragging on women. I love you. I love all you women out there. You're all beautiful, wonderful, amazing people. But the ball is in your court at the end of the day. 100%. It's in your court.
Your sense of style, and dozens of other things that we're not even consciously aware of. And the reason we do this is because it makes sense from an evolutionary perspective. We know that it's much easier for you to deceive us with your words, but it's much harder to hide the truth with everything else that you're doing. And when a guy approaches us, we instinctively want to size him up as quickly as possible to see if he's worth our time or not. So if we only focused on what words he's used, we'd waste time by ignoring what he's really saying to us without his words. Let's use a recent success story from a student as an example. So here's what happened in his own words. Marnie, I had to share this crazy but true story. I can't believe this worked. So I'm out and I see this very beautiful woman. First thing I do is I do the glance at the ring finger. There's nothing there. Check, done. Then I approach. I walked up, I introduced myself, and then said, if I'd realized earlier that you were more beautiful than a falling star, I'd have caught you a while ago and put you in my pocket. Yes, I know, it was a totally corny one-liner.
That's a cheeseball line, bro. I'm trying to, that's cheeseball as cheeseball gets. That's like, girl, oh, did it hurt? And she's like, did what hurt? When you fell from heaven? Like, dude, that's a cheeseball line. But what's funny is I've actually talked to female friends though, and I've like, look, I'll tell you the truth. And this is my experience with women. I've had a lot of female friends, and I'm gonna tell you right now. If a guy's good looking, women don't care at the end of the day, dude. If they think he's a good looking guy, first they'll just kind of be like, oh, okay, well, all right. But they're gonna be like, oh, he's cute. Yeah, they're gonna be like, oh, well, he's cute. I know. And they'll fall for that. They will fall for it. Believe it or not, what she's saying right there, they will. They don't care what the hell he is saying. They're just gonna be like, well, yeah, it was a cheeseball line, but dude, he's fucking hot. Like, and I've had female friends that they say that, like, he's fucking hot. Like, and it's just like, wow, really? Like, oh, okay, all right.
Now, Marnie, I've been practicing not worrying about what happens next, just having.
Sorry, excuse my language on there, but I mean, like literally, I'm just giving translation as to what I've had female friends say. Like, they have said that. Like, I'm not gonna say the word again, but that's what they say. Like, they're just like,
a blast. Long story short, I got her number and an instant coffee date, which led to a date for later in the week. I never really understood it when you first said it to me, but after getting more into your method, I finally realized what you were talking about. It wasn't so much what I said, it was the attitude behind it. Yes, I had a Marnie-inspired epiphany. Okay, so what's your impression of the line he used to approach this woman? It's probably the same as mine, and you probably think it's super cheesy as anything, and you'd be 100% right to think that, but that's the whole point. There's nothing special at all in what he said, and if he hadn't been having fun with it, chances are he would have completely bombed it. However, she picked up on this vibe of confidence and having fun, and the fact he wasn't saying it to impress her, but because it was a genuine expression.
Exactly. She thought it was funny. Like, she thought, like, oh my god, like, what a cheeseball line. But like, he may have played it off, like, where he started laughing, where she was. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying is, guys, listen to what I'm saying right now. And if you watch this video, it's very important what I'm saying. Girls want you to treat them like they are one of the guys. No, the lovey-dovey, I'm gonna court you, and I'm gonna buy you roses, and I'm gonna take you to the fanciest restaurant. They don't care about any of that. They don't. I know. Trust me. Been there, done that. You joke around with a female friend and you treat her like one of the guys. If she finds you physically attractive and you're treating her in this manner, that's it, dude. You're already in. You're already in, dude. They've already got you. Like, they like that. I will hook up with this guy. That's how it works. The cheese, like, cheese ball lines when you're being serious. But like if you're joking around, like she just said, you drop a cheese ball line and you start busting up laughing about it, you're already in, because she's gonna just be like, oh, okay, he was joking around with me. That's what girls like. They like you to be funny and joking around and flirting with them and making fun of them. They don't like that whole, oh, I want to court you, and I want to buy you roses, and I want to do that. They don't, no, they don't like that. You treat a girl, go out on a date with her, treat her like she's one of the guys, joke around with her, laugh with her, have fun with her. It's like Cyndi Lauper said, girls just want to have fun. Plain and simple.
Expression of what he felt in the moment, it totally worked for him. So if you're watching this thinking, wow, now you've got a magical new opening line to use, that would be a huge mistake. Again, it's not about the words. It's about what's going on behind the words that are really important. The how, not the what. I really want to drill this into your head because it's so important. If you were to line up 10 guys in front of me who all deliver the same guaranteed panty dropper line, I know with 100% certainty that my panties would only drop for a couple of them. One guy, I want to pounce on instantly and make sweet love to him. Another guy, I want to punch in the face or just run away from him. And I'm sure there will be at least one or two that I'll want to befriend and make sure no woman ever hurts them.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, but that... Wow, the way she delivered that, bro, like, oh, that... Dude, that was classic. But the way, dude, she was very sincere. She was very honest about that. But like, I'm sorry, man. Like, that was hilarious. But like she was so dead serious though. She was like, there's like maybe one guy. There's 10 of them. One of them might want to make bad passion left to, and then like, 3 of them I might give him a choice, and 2 of them I want to punch dead in the face. But like, she's right though. Like, women have that perception, dude. She's being totally honest.
Even though they're all going to say the same exact words, I'll hear them differently based on how and who is delivering these lines to me. So, how do you learn how to say things to women so that your words ignite attraction versus get you a direct ticket to Creepy Town or the dreaded friend zone? And I'm going to tell you that in just a minute. But first, I want to share another story.
Oh, creepy zone, friend zone. Yeah, like those are the places you don't want to be, dude. Like, you don't want to be creepy zone. You don't want to be friend zone. Those are bad places. Because, yeah, you're, once a girl has you in those creepy friend zone type things, or like, I hate to say this to all you nice guys out there. I love you nice guys, man. You guys are good people. I love you guys. But when a girl tells you, oh wow, oh yeah, you're such a nice guy, you're already out, dude. You're already in the friend zone at that point, and you need to bounce. Because like, if you're looking for an intimate relationship at that point, when a girl's like, oh, hey man, oh, you're such a nice guy, like, bounce, get out. If you're looking for an intimate relationship, you're already done. You already messed up. You haven't conveyed to that girl that you want that intimate relationship. So she's just like, oh, oh yeah, you're such a nice guy. You're done. Just exit stage left, as they say.
With you, it's a story that will put all this into perspective. It's also a great example of how to escalate a conversation with a woman from friendly to flirty in under 60 seconds. So I was at Trader Joe's the other day and started chatting to this guy in the veggie aisle. Typical, right? This guy was probably 5'9", not overly attractive, but had a very nice smile. He dressed well, and I remember thinking, God, this guy seems so comfortable with himself. Not at all in a cocky way, but in like this really calm way. And he was obviously trying to flirt with me, and even though I'm taken, I was fine with a little healthy flirting while shopping for my produce. So after about 2 minutes, he looked at me, smirked, and said, "You do know I'm flirting with you, right?" And he said it just like that. "You do know I'm flirting with you, right?" Confident, proud, clear, and amazing. When he said this to me, it instantly sent shivers running through my body. I stumbled for a second and said, "Yes, it's very clear, but I have someone in my life, but thank you for this." I left feeling wonderful and thinking, I have to write this down so that I don't forget to share it with you, because how he talked to me was perfect. The outcome of the story would have been very different had he said that same exact sentence like this: "You do know I'm flirting with you, right?" Do you see how different that sounds? Well, to experience it from the female point of view,
And what she's saying is body language, or how you posture yourself, or how you come across. Um, it's sort of like any way you convey anything. Oh, hey, I don't know if you're aware of this, but your dog is defecating in my lawn. I don't know if you're aware of it. Or if you go, "Hey man, I'm tired of your dog shitting in my lawn." So stop and think of that aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? Is like how you convey things, and exactly what you're saying, how you say things, um, automatically is going. You're either going to, uh, like trigger someone. I guess you could say you could trigger somebody by saying, "I'm tired of your dog shitting in my lawn, man." Or like, "Hey, I don't know if you're aware of this, but your dog is, it's using the bathroom in my lawn." And like, I would just honestly, I would just appreciate if, like, it happens. I understand it happens, but I would just appreciate if you could bring a baggie or whatever, and you could just pick it up off the lawn, to where, like, "I'm tired of your dog shitting on my lawn, man. Tired of this." So exactly what you're saying is also how you come across to someone is are you creepy? Are you weird? Are you angry? Or or are you friendly and you're cordial or whatever? And cordial is probably the best route to go when you're talking to a woman. You want to be very cordial to her. You know.
magnify that difference times 10, and you'll feel what we feel. So now the question is, how can you learn to talk the way that this guy talked to me? You do a little something I call engaging in juvenile dysfunction. And here's how it works. For the next few weeks, your goal is to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, just like a little kid. Kids are so free. They scream at the top of their lungs. They move their bodies and faces so freely without caring about what they look like. They say anything they want because they can. And for the next few weeks, I want you to act just like them. Free, open, comfortable, and not giving a damn about what other people think. And you do this by doing at least 3 of the following things. All right, number 1, break out into dance in the middle of the street for 30 seconds and then continue walking like you don't care. Number 2, say something to someone random that makes no sense to them but only makes sense to you, like, "I love it when bumblebees sing happy birthday," or just random. And then again, just keep walking. Number 3, break into song on the subway or in an elevator. Just awesome. Number 4, blast the music really loud in your car and just start singing. And when you start to think, "Oh, someone's watching me," get even louder and more animated.
It's funny that she says that, and that's what I say. Um, Fellas, listen to like what she's saying, and I'm gonna put it in male terms. Treat a woman you like a girl, don't freeze up, don't be afraid to talk to her. Literally chit chat and bullshit with her. like she's one of the guys. Joke around about stuff. Be carefree. Because, like she just said, women, we sense those things 10 times more than you do. Excuse me. And she's right. Women do. That's why if you joke around and you treat a girl you like, you treat her like one of the guys, she is going to love you for it. And if she's physically attracted to you the way you are to her, dude, it's easy street from that point on out. It's just going to be easy street. I'm telling you right now. Like Cyndi Lauper said, girls just want to have fun. That's it. Women want to be carefree. Because they want to be released probably from the drama world that they're experiencing with their female friends or their own mother or their sisters. So when they're with you, they're like, the drama world's gone. I'm having fun right now.
You can do any variation of these, and I'll give you bonus points if you can share in the comment section below other things you did to show you don't care what other people think. These exercises are meant to push you out of your comfort zone in a safe way and get you more comfortable with you. And you'll realize nobody cares. If anything, they like it. And I know you're probably thinking, Marnie, all of this sounds great, but how the hell is this going to help me talk to women? It's going to help you because as soon as you get out of that sticky head of yours and just say, screw it, that's when women will notice. Doing this will help you be more comfortable with you and in turn will alter how you talk to women and how they see you. Instead of stressing over what to say when you approach a woman, you're much better off focusing on how you feel when you approach her. And if you feel freaking good and comfortable and full of life instead of dread, we're going to feel that. And it's going to tell us more about you than anything that you would ever say to us. Because when it comes to creating
Yeah, women are far more social creatures than men. I know that for a fact because I know my own self. And I think women sense those things because they're more emotional than men. So you also have to think when you talk to a woman, like you're saying, if you're not carefree and you're not relaxed and you're not social. And that's what I'm saying is, if you're not a social person, you have to figure a way out. You have to figure a way to become more social. I'm sorry, I hate to say this, women do not like social men. And if you think, oh, well, I'm going to play the shy guy game, you're not going to go anywhere with women. Sorry. They're not going to come up to you. They're not going to talk to you. You're making a mistake. You're making a huge mistake. If you want to be in a relationship and you want to have a girlfriend, women are not going to come up to you. They're not going to talk to you. I'll tell you that right now. You're making a huge mistake. You have to figure out a way. Trust me, I was in high school. I was shy. I was very shy. But I was very fortunate. When I was in high school, I was in really good shape. I worked out. I played basketball. I was in really good shape. And all girls care about in high school, they want a cute boyfriend. That's why when girls approached me. But when I became in my late teens, 19, 20 years old, I go, well, why isn't this not happening anymore? Because I was not a social person. So you have to break out of that internal social shell. You got to break out of it in order to socialize. Because once you're like 19, 20 years old, dude, they're not going to walk up to you and talk to you. It's not going to happen. They're going to expect you to do it. Why? Because it's your duty as a man to do it. This is called, that is the real courting of women. You have to walk up to them. You have to talk to them. They will never walk up to you, especially if they think you're good looking. They will never walk up to you. And yes, there's a selective few women who are more aggressive. they will do it. But the likelihood of that happening, boys, it's not going to happen. You got to break out of that shell. Break out of that shell. Mark my word on it. And your situation will improve dramatically. And that's what Interesting Questions is about. Interesting questions. This is a very interesting question for young men out there, or mid-20s, even late 20s, or 30-somethings. Break out of your shell. Go out there. Interact. Talk to women. She's right in what she's saying.
Deep, powerful attraction that makes us go weak in the knees for you. It's not so much about what you do. It's about who you are. Guys who understand this about women are incredibly rare, which is why the few who do get it also have tons more sexual options that they can handle. And that's what I'm here to help you with. If you've been confused and frustrated by women, not sure where you're going wrong and why you just can't seem to get it right, then I can help you. I've put together a free 45-minute video that tells you exactly how to project to women that you are a man of value without changing a single thing about you. Not one single thing. Once you've watched it, I know you're going to be eager to put my suggestions to work immediately. Just click the link below in the description box or go to thewinggirl.com. Remember, finding the right girl doesn't have to be hard when you understand what women really want. Let me be your wing girl. Go.
So the bottom line is, like I said, I agree with a lot of what she said. The bottom line is this. Men, boys, whatever. You got to grow a pair of balls, and you cannot ever think this for 1 second. If you think for 1 second, oh, she's going to come over to me. She's going to talk to me. And yes, there's a very small chance that might happen. I know it's happened to me. But it's a small chance, gentlemen. And I mean, I would say I'm not the best looking guy on the planet, but I'm definitely above average looking. Okay. So if you're below average looking, dude, I'll tell you right now, go after it. Go talk to her. Yeah. Treat her like she's one of the guys. Joke around with her. Be funny. Like she's saying, leave caution to the wind. That's how you're going to do it, gentlemen. So, you know, I always wanted to do one of these episodes, an Interesting Questions, to try and help younger guys, whatever, to, you know, to try and establish that, to break through it. Because I know when I was younger, I had problems with this. So, you know, thank you for watching the video. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon if you enjoyed my commentary on this. And, you know, thank you to Marnie for making this video, because it's very informative. And guys, watch videos like this. You don't have to take them to a nutshell, but what she said, for the most part, made a lot of sense to me. So, you know, check out her content. You know, she has 1.3 million subscribers, or 1.13 million subscribers. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for joining me. Like I said, got the Interesting Questions right here, and we got the peace sign, and I'm gonna give you one of my own. Thank you for joining me. Peace and love to you guys. I'm out.